We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first down, it's Hunt, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Dante Hightower breaking through to take him down behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Room here to run. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big pickup there on the run. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. They set up the screen to Chubb. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Prater for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Chandler Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Brady.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
And down he'll go at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know, one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal 2nd. That would have been fun to watch. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Curtis Samuel, 27 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Bradley Chubb there on the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And again, it's Chubb. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Garoppolo. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Hunt, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Goddard. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. He's going to air one out. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. There's Mooney with another catch. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught by Watkins. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Brady. Taking a shot for Samuel. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Vegas. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been fourth down.
Exactly.
Brady going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
A give right side now to Hunt.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty